This is Elizabeth Harris, otherwise known as wig and makeup goddess extraordinaire.
And this is Allison.
Modeled after yours truly.
I am doing what is called ventilating. It's the process of weaving hairs into this lace, and the idea is to make an undetectable hairline. It's a really tedious process, but it's sort of zen-like, kinda, you know, if you're a big nerd like me. What he's doing is taking lace frontals that we actually purchased and sewing them onto a wig. Rather than weaving each individual strand, we bought, you know, a lace frontal to just sew onto the back of a hard front wig. Well, the coolest part about our wig shop is us, really.
It's largely a lot about budgeting and scheduling. We have to work with the Orpheum on their schedule to figure out the weeks we can have for that upcoming season. Once I've hired my staff, then we'll make final decisions, we'll contract everything, and we're usually doing this as we're in the season before, so this is all happening whenever it can happen. We rehearse typically for 2 weeks here in this building. We tape out scenery and scale on the floor in that room. Our rehearsal room was designed to fit the footprint of the Orpheum stage so that we can have our full wing space and everything and really plan how it will be. We load into the Orpheum and have 4 days of tech and 1 dark day, and then we open the show. It's a lot. And on top of that, I stage manage our shows usually, so I'm in every rehearsal. We typically rehearse from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 6 days a week. We have Fridays off. And yeah, it's a big job. Plus it's live, you know. Opera is live, theater's live. We don't get a second take. If something goes wrong, it went wrong. You know, there's a level of adrenaline that's just inbred in you because of that. But I think that's what makes it so thrilling. Anything could go wrong. And I've seen some things go wrong. I mean, I've seen the scabbard of a sword, the dagger, the singer pulls out the dagger and the scabbard came with it and went flying into the audience. I mean, I've seen it all. Props roll into the orchestra pit. Yeah, but it's thrilling because you don't know what could happen. Unless somebody gets hurt on stage, I'm gonna keep pressing on. You know, I have, thankfully, never in my career had to stop a show mid-show. We've been able to handle the things that do happen. I have to say my favorite thing about my job, and particularly just working in opera, is the people that I get to work with. It's never boring because for every production you have a whole new group of people. Some of my staff stays the same, but we have all new singers and, you know, some new chorus. These people are from all over the world. They've traveled all over the place. I've found opera singers to be some of the most magnanimous people I've ever worked with. They just have great stories. They're really down to earth. You hear this stereotype of divas and divos in opera. I really haven't come across that much in my career. They're very down to earth people, and it's nice to meet people from all over the place and work on a project like this. And it's kind of sad that after 3.5 weeks it's over and you've bonded so much with these people, but you maintain. I've stayed in touch with almost everybody I've ever worked with in opera. I really can't say that about my time in theater or my time in musical theater. I don't know, it's unique. One of the best highs for everyone involved is when that chain hits the stage, when that last curtain comes in on opening night and we have just finished the show that we have all been sweating and crying over for the last 3.5 weeks, and the audience is still out there clapping. You can still hear them. I mean, I kind of have to restrain the cast from the big woohoos. That's how we're all feeling. It's so much work. It's such a huge collaboration. And for the audience to have a positive response after all that work, it's just the best shot of adrenaline you can have in life. It really, really is. It's pride like you can't imagine. Opera has a lot to offer. And in this case, in Memphis, you're getting a free concert from the Memphis Symphony Orchestra, who's playing in our pit. You've got an opera. You frequently have dancers from the new ballet ensemble. I mean, it's a lot of bang for your buck. You don't have to wear a formal gown or a tux or even a suit. No heels. You can wear your Def Leppard t-shirt. We don't care. Come to the opera. Check it out. Dun, 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 dun. And if you have any feeling like you don't belong at the opera as a patron, give me a call so I can tell you differently. I would like to personally invite you.
So you all know this song, don't you? Yes, you do. You gotta come to this opera. You know that song. Best drinking song ever written.
And because I have Stephen Carey's score, I can say, that is in one.
Okay, next.